The sky. It used to be so much bluer. Even before chemtrails, though, a natural haze was in the sky. It is the concentration of moisture particles near the ground that creates the natural haze. The higher you look up in the sky, you are looking through less moisture particles and less haze, therefore more blue. On a clear day, the bluest blue in the sky you can see is directly above you. With the addition of chemtrail spraying that began in 1997, the haze is greater daily, meaning our skies are less blue, but the principle still holds true. Just keep that in mind. Back to cloaking. From what I understand, there are several ways to achieve it, or maybe 10 or 1,000, but this is my take. One way is to bend light. The Philadelphia experiment, 1943. Have you heard of it? Well, apparently they bent light and also, inadvertently, time using Tesla coils. Nikola Tesla, a Serbian born in 1856 and died in 1943. Look him up, and especially look into his relationship with J.P. Morgan. Electrochromatic paneling. Imagine a very large, high-res computer monitor in the sky, directly above you. On the back side of the monitor is a camera, which is recording what you see behind the monitor if it were not there. The image is projected onto the monitor screen facing you, making you visually believe that there is nothing there. That works in the optimal light situations. This 1990s technology can now be purchased with a Mercedes-Benz or even homemade, as a YouTube search will show. However, the surfaces of these craft, which either use light bending technology or LED panel technology or something else, are not perfect. Your eye will tell you that there is something wrong with the picture, but you are not yet sure what it is. If the LED screen is directly above and you are facing a flat surface, the illusion is achieved. However, once you start viewing the surface from an increasing angle, the illusion starts to dissolve. The non-perpendicular viewing and the craft's edges cannot portray the illusion 360 degrees to accommodate for every lighting situation, just most situations. This is one way to find them. Against the sky's background, the intensified sky haze, the barium and strontium soup, they appear slightly darker than what is behind them. Clear air would not darken the horizon's haze to the point of becoming darker. The illusion begins to break down. Back to the artificial haze. This is a good example of what I call dark air. All things being equal concerning an even haze in the sky, there is no reason for clear air to appear darker than what's behind it, unless there is something other than clear air in that position. Watch when the video pauses. This, to me, is the result of a double negative. Two layers of bent light canceling each other out and negating the barium and strontium air soup. The result is seeing the actual color of the sky, minus the metallic haze. I have this anomaly in almost all of my videos. And then there is the plain photographic evidence of its artifacts it leaves in the sky. The turbines, or the thrusters, are truly the most evident to me now. The larger ships, after the saturation is enhanced, show up as a light grayish green. This video is an early infrared one, where the glitches started showing up. I set the camera up and noticed the dense but thin-topped delta clouds moving in. After reviewing the video, I noticed the fast-moving lights towards the top. At first I thought it might be small, fast orbs, but the blurring didn't fit. Then I thought it might be another observer from the ground, shining a laser into the clouds. But after further revelations about this device, I realized that this is a projection of the sun hitting the top of the craft minus the light refracting cloud cover above, and therefore wrongly projected through the bottom of the craft. The sun's image is running along the edges of the electrochromatic paneling. The edges are defining the ship's contours. And then, at other times, clouds appear as light-filled windows, allowing a view straight through them. This video is a gem. First, the sky color changes. Then watch this strange cloud line as it moves from left to right. Now watch the clouds at the top. They are not moisture-filled. Instead, they are filled with light, completely transparent, allowing us to see what is behind them. Camera problems. I've had many camera anomalies happen over the last year. A DSLR that captures only solid white images for frames at a time. Video cameras going blurry every 7 seconds. But the best video glitch I find are these. When the large craft appear overhead and fly between the sun and the camera sensor, strange things happen. The video is distorted. Why? The unnatural refracted light given off by the light bending technology may appear to the naked eye as just intermittent sky glare, but the camera's full spectrum CMOS sees it differently. I've had this happen many times. And now we can go back to August 8th. I told you we'd get back here. After understanding the entire mechanism, the fact that smaller drones dock to the larger ones in two-stage rocket style, I could see that the August 8th Manta had more in the video. The reason I was able to record this one was simple. The larger craft above it, which it is attached to, engaged its rear thrusters and emitted material. Just enough material to foul the air and ruin the cloaking. That allowed me to trace out similar shapes to come to this conclusion. And then there are your photographs. I've seen countless photographs taken in many different spots around the globe that exhibit these glitches. If you photograph chemtrails, you probably have these simulated examples. A dark shadow on a sometimes curved chemtrail, or what I call a nose bump, or small wind currents directing the flow of the material in a certain direction. These are not your Greek sylphs. It's mid-air resupply